Hey everyone and welcome at joecryptouniverse. Today we are talking about our ongoing fight between bulls and bears, which is basically happening already for 3 months and potentially it will come to the end sooner than we expected. So we will take a closer look on our lower time plays like this daily, 4 hours, 6 hours and so on. So we potentially can see what's gonna happen in upcoming basically days and hours so we can better decide which way we will go. With that said, if you guys like the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and let's dive in. So on this chart I marked some potential levels of support and resistance. So these green channels right now are serving as our support and these red channels serving as a resistance. So if we take a closer look, we can see here this is 1st January of 21. This is basically bottom of this super range and this resistance channel is basically our peak before we saw this short-term consolidation. You can call it consolidation after we follow with this another rally until we reached our all-time high. After that we retrace down and what we can see we fall basically close to the yearly opening and we test this lower support for several times. Basically all time when we was in this downtrend channel we was trying to break through it to these lower levels but we was not able to complete that and we recently had this pump which took us again to this higher resistance level which we are not able to break it right now and if we take a closer look there is a lot of confluence at these levels. So basically you can see this was our first peak. After that in this rally we again retrace and we touch this resistance level which in time was serving as a support and again when we first fall down you can see we stop here and we got little bounce here at 46k but we was not able to hold it and we fall down. After that we got this retrace which basically again touch this higher channel, fall down again and until then we was not able to reach it until recently where we got another pump and we basically come exactly at the same price range and after that we got refused again and currently right now we are trying to get above it again as if you watched yesterday video I was speaking about we was down here and if we are not able to change something very quick we probably would keep falling down to these levels but bulls takes control and was able to reverse all these candles to the higher price until right now where they are currently fighting again at this price range and if we take a closer look we can see there is another confluence like there was our high before it going a bit lower as well there was a high because we got refused. This was high, this was high, and if we go take a look to the left, we can see this was high again, and there was these highs again before we got refused. So we are currently at, I would say, a strong resistance, and it would take a lot of volume to break it above right now. So if we take a closer look at for our time frame, we can see we got huge volume yesterday, which basically reverses all these candles but we are still stuck here in this range. We will try to get above it in last 4 hour candle, but as you can see it was higher than this one, but closed lower and right now we are trying to get above it. And currently we got almost 3 hours to closing this, so there is potentially fight to be putting on since we still can go to reach this high. But if we are not able to do that, we potentially can see breaking of market structure. Because if we look closer, we can see this was our first high and this was our second high. After that we got some retrace and we fall down to here to around 38k, and again we got bounce here. So if we are not able to take a control, or bulls are not able to take a control and break above this area at 43k, we will potentially see another retrace down back here, because if we check left we can see this line, and this closest here was one close which was at our resistance as well, and here are basically lots of closes on 4 hours which was not able to get above this particular resistance line, and as well here, and if we go check left we would find many others which was not able to break above it. So I would not be overly super bullish right now, because bulls need to put a lot of work right now to get above this, and if we go even on a longer time frame like this 1 hour, we can see potentially breaking like market structure here, where we was able to put our high and we immediately got rejected, and as well right now we was able to put high and got rejected, and there what is interesting is we was putting higher high here on week, but we was closing below it, and right now this hour is red, which basically saying there is not like left much energy for bulls to fight, but it can still reverse. We get another 45 minutes almost, but I would take a closer look on this RSI, where we can see when we reach this higher price level we was about, here we was about 72, 71, and right now when we make this higher high from these highs we was only at around 63. So this is potentially divergence, where we can see RSI is going lower, but price action is somehow going higher, but not right now. And this would mean we are coming to see reverse in our price action, but it's not obviously yet. So we go back to our 4 hour time frame, and we can see same here, where we basically had our this peak at around 61, 62, and now these peaks are only around 60 under. So this chart is in sync with our RSI. So what's next if we get refilled here? So as I mentioned yesterday, like there is not much levels to be taken down, and it's obvious that we will be coming down to these 45, 35 and 37k price range, and we will see another fight here if we are not able to close above this 43k and break this 41k price range. Right now we are you can see we are putting a fight here, and I don't know, if I have to tell my honest opinion, I don't think we are gonna break this line right now, because we got refused here so much, and we got refused here so much. It's already our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th candle, and it's not looking good, at least from our perspective. Because if we put our 15-minute chart here, we can see like there is tons of closes around this area, and we got somehow refused again, and there is again a lot of closes around here, and we are getting refused again. So at least for me, higher potential is we will see another falling down, and then we will get decided if we are able to put fight here. This will be, in my opinion, next big level of fight, which can mean if we are able to hold there, it's like rapidly getting bigger and bigger chance to the bulls to take a control of this whole move. Because if we go back to the 1 hour time frame and we will use this parallel channel, we can see, and if you just put it lightly like that, we basically are at this middle line, to put it on spot. basically we are here on this middle line, and if we are not able to get above this middle line, it's obviously next step is going back down. Same as if you use this channel for this hold down trend, we basically can see, depends how we put it. If we decide to put it down to this week, we can see we was always at this middle line trying to fall. We fall here, we go back up, we fall here, go back up, and on and on and on until we got here. If we decided to put this line somehow like to the candles, not to the wicks, we can see as well like there was ton of confluence here. We try to get down to it, we get here, and as well there was ton of closing about this midline. So basically this is something telling us what's higher potential of happening right now. And so as well we can see we was at this RSE when we get to this peak, we was around 76, which is not that overbought, but it's overbought, and we need to expect some correction, and there was our correction, and right now we are not able to get above it. So if this basically trading on watching chart is game of probabilities, for me the high probability right now at this moment of making this video is that we're going lower, not higher, but lower as well. If we look this, we see we basically have like the A wave, B wave, C wave, and there is our correction or distribution, everyone call it else, but it's obviously we get refusing here from. And if we check bigger picture, and there is like nothing to getting basically this is a proof this is strong resistance. Like when our first peak was refilled here, and this was refilled here as well, and this was refilled here, like the taking out this level is not easily. And if you take a look as it was a whale, like would you rather sell at 43k or would you rather sell to people at 35k? I think that's very obvious. So I think most important right now is to closely follow this level and what's gonna happen around here. If we are not able to break above 33k, we will basically take an A, B, C wave here, and then we see if we can continue up. This is most likely to happen right now. With that said, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like it. Give the video a thumbs up to help algorithm to move on. And that would be all for today's video. So thanks for watching, guys, and bless you. Bye.